All right, it is Wednesday, October 7th. The market is closed about 6:15. The market's been closed for a while. Let's see what happened in the market today. Some big moves in the market today for the Dow Jones, SPY, NASDAQ. Let's start off with the runner. Small caps are still hot. Looking down my gainers list, I'm looking at 119% all the way down to like 16. That's like the top 40. Incredible moves today. Here's RAVE. And this is when you can spot, if you know small caps, different type of small caps, you start seeing this move and it gets tighter and tighter. This is a falling wedge pattern. And this got as low as, looks like maybe 38 cents. It's a penny play. And then it hit 50 cents right here. And today it exploded up. Now, the move on this is about 4:20 a.m. No one's trading 4:20 a.m. Maybe they are. But this is a classic I call a slide play, meaning it happens too early in the morning, 4:20 a.m. Here's your move. So your move already has been made for the day. So this moves up, comes back to 2, bounces up again. Nope, has to break this trend line. Doesn't do it, comes back again to 2, and fades all day. You might get a small little move here. This is the 5-minute, the overall chart. See, even you can draw here, it formed like a wedge, and it came out of it slightly, but nothing at all. So the move on this is a slide play, early morning move, and it just slides all the way down. It's a short all day. The main move in the chart is a short. So you're not going to I'm going to long it here for a big break. Now you can long it here. You see the support at 250, you can take your shot. And then, it moves up. It's a small gain, maybe 50 cents, but I'm talking bigger moves. So I'm talking the bigger move in this chart is a short chart. So recognize these patterns, and, there it was. This is a 119% move, and then it faded. Let me go back to RAVE. You can see here I have the 2013 EMA. You can see this here. This is the 5-minute right here. Had to move up, couldn't sustain, and down. So CVV, CVD equipment. Now this is a better trade for a long here. Didn't have any news in pre-market. Just started to break out. 350. This is good float to about 5 million float. Breaks above 350. Comes back down to 4. Sending triangle to 450. To 5. So this is dip buying, dip buying. This is a great long. This is what you want all day. And then, made a move past 7 plus to 747, then came all the way down and then went sideways. So, on this is a great long play. Let me see if there's news on this. I didn't see no news on FinViz. So, it could be news, but. So anyway, this is a good long play. Draw your line here. This came out of a wedge too, more of not a wedge, I say a symmetrical triangle. Great volume today, 45 plus million. And on this chart, you're just going line to line, 350. You can do a quarter line. It makes it pretty tight, but you can see the overall between 50 cents, where your plays are here. So it's all about dip buying on these. Let it form a pattern, come down. If you want to buy the breakout, like right here, but a nice breakout about 450, and then we climb up. Depends on what you're trading, but these are great patterns right here. IO, late day move, and it takes off. You get pre-market, early pre-market, you get late pre-market, you get, late day move into after hours. There's all kinds of moves. UAMY, this is another quick move. 35 cents. This is a penny play. 35, get over 45, all the way as high as 73. Then we come back, and then it fades a little bit. Not a bad gainer for a penny stock. AREC, 54%. This had the huge run up early, 8:05 a.m. Comes back, and look where your support is, 13 EMA. Notice the little subtle moves. if you're a real good trader, you'll notice this. Then it moves up. You have a 3 line. It comes back. And where does it find support? Look at that. Good old 13 EMA and 250 line, a little bit below. Your 13's over your 20. Nothing really crazy. You can see the support. Then we have another move at the open. You have an ascending triangle forming right over 3, and it takes off. So as these develop, you can see more and more in the move. You know, then it came down as it bounces, and this one didn't hold. So you just play with the chart as if it holds, it holds. Like CVV, it held all day. Every chart's going to be different every day. It might hold longer, it might be shorter. But this is another good long. This is about a 15 million float. ENG, 85 cents all the way to 130. Not the greatest of volume. XPL coming up, came back to 55, then 85, a small little move. AGE after hours. OEG, 70 cents all the way to this nice little peak at 131. And you can see in this chart, look at this, you know, it comes down support. Where's your out move? Right here. This is the peak. It's like a cross, not a true cross, but more of a huge spinning top between bottom and top. DXF after hours. DPW, and this is a former spiker. Look how this spikes. Look at the volume here. This is so manipulated. Spike, spike, spike. So they're playing games with it. You know, whoever's trading it, big money. 215, 225, then dips, kept going. It's a really good long there. SUNW, this had the big move, maybe last week it was about, and came back. Nearly touched the 13 EMA, and then we pull right back up again. See this on this volume right here? Lower volume, consolidation. And then this is nice pre-market, just exploded over 325. You don't know what's going to do this with this candle. That's another thing. You're not sure how big these moves will be. And then it slid down, then bounced. IPDN, another late move. PEC was a really good move. This was at 120,000, 8:05 a.m. There's your 9 line, you know, 10 line. Just kept going, pulled back a little bit, shut up. There's like a cross here. So you can see this fade, then this candle didn't get above here, and then it comes back down. So strong long. And this was a fader, but then they held it up. Formed a nice little V recovery, then we bounced up again, double top. 1, 2, then we fade down. So, so in this, you don't know. This could come back down, just fade down. The only thing, the way you could play it on this one, is draw your line and it gets over it. Now this, because see, this didn't start the move up here and then bounce. If this started up here and came down, it probably wouldn't have got here. It probably been a shorter move, and then it's faded down. So that's why the move started here. If it starts up here, I don't think we get back up here. So it was here, came back, then came back again. Total double top. Vivo, not a bad move. GoPro. You can put this as a swing chart too. This came all the way down. Look how it oversold. And eventually they bounced it about a month. And look at this. Huge volume today. 23.4 million in volume. You know, 5 to 525, and takes off, and it was a good long all day. TLC, this is the classic fader. See this up, shooting star, and this is at 7:05 a.m. and then we just fade. That's it. Total fader. And let me see this one. Yep, this does this before. See this? And your chart tells you to your daily chart. Look at this. Up, comes back, up, comes back. This doesn't hold well. It has big volume spikes, and that's it. So it's manipulation. Sol, OPTT. This made a move early. See, this is even choppier. See this chart? These candles are taking out like 50 cents in these moves. Look at this, big move. Then it did come back up. Then we fade it back down again. So this is more of a range. Never got going either way, so it wasn't the best of trades for that stock. HEC, HUSA came on late. CPST, not the best of volume here, but showed support, and it took off the whole day. ACUL, Oculotherapeutic. Started this grind, 925, got to like 1089. The chart's been kind of sloppy, daily chart. PPSI, everyone talking about this from yesterday. It had 321 million volume today, 45 million. You know, they held it up pretty good. Pre-market held this 456 line, but look how sloppy this is. You don't want to trade this either way. You know, you're getting up and down moves here, nothing like readable, just grindy, and then eventually just took off. Tougher to read though, not a clean chart. UXIN, PDGX, FSLY. We talked about this on my video. I think back here, and this made a move up, came back up again, and then this stayed elevated. It's really exploded today. 23 million in volume. So you're oversold and eventually moved up. Oversold, not really that bad, but and it came up. And right here, this got the 104, straight momentum. And then here's your line, because this is where it stopped the momentum. And look, 116. How many times did this touch? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me draw a line here. So 116, this touches 1, 2. If you're playing a breakout here, you probably get stopped out. That's the only thing. 2, 3, 4. You really want to play it on a dip here, probably this like 114 level, depending on your size. And then it really took off late. Usually it's usually like 2 to 3 moves, and then it'll break through. Now your 10-minute, that's why you got to get a larger time frames. Your 10-minute shows you 13 is clearly over your 20 EMA. Like if it comes down here, it's not a sell. It's not even crossed over. There's no reason to sell here. Right here, it's coming through too strong. See this? It didn't bend. It didn't, make a move. Let me try to see. Like even like this. See this moved up so strong? It didn't come down strong here. So that's what they do. They're trying to fake you out. There's trying for a fake out, and then it took off long. 15, it's even better. See, found support at 20 EMA. Got to use different time frames if you want to stay in the trade longer. DDD. All right, so that's the top gainers. Today was way more penny stocks. I'm talking, 1 6, 51 cents, 1 1. I see 5 6. Few gainers later or down the list, like 20, 25. But penny stocks killed today. 117% all the way down. I see like a 30%, 29. It's like 20 stocks. So it was on fire today. And the market, let's see what happened in the market today. Let me see here. Dow Jones, it was up 530. S&P 58. NASDAQ 210. Small caps 34. VIX was down 142. Only 2806 now. It didn't drop a lot. The VIX is remaining elevated. Commodities, gold 1891. Silver 2392. Crude 40.05. So we had news yesterday. Trump says no negotiations on stimulus, and the market tanked hard. Today it came back that there might be a different kind of stimulus. I think just like with the airlines and a few other things they put in it in a stimulus package. So the market's rocketed up today. So we can see here clearly we had this 50-day and 100 days underneath. This is a falling wedge. We're breaking out. there's no doubt about it now. We've crossover, MACD even, it's a little jaggedy. Stochastics is getting oversold though, but RSI is not. So we could run like this. We could run hot on top. And I think at this point, we'll probably get back to the high, probably double top and come back a little bit at this point. That's what it looks like here. And you can see the weekly. We've crossed over right at that 50. Remember I said that 50 line is so important? 50 line is extremely important. And we did a little dip here. Touched the 9. Didn't even come down that far. And the monthly touching the 5-day. So we're looking extremely bullish. 4 hour. Trying to climb up here. So yeah, right now I'm thinking we're getting above higher here, unless we have some weird news again. And your stop right now is gonna be a 100-day. 100-day support you can see here on that NASDAQ. See the NASDAQ right here, same thing, same type of pattern, very much elevated in stochastics. There's your Elliott wave, MACD histogram, same support. Weekly, say it's curling, this is already crossed over. 4 hour, looks very bullish. So, and Dow Jones is looking even more bullish. Looks like we're going to test that high of 29,000, at least double top. I think we'll double top. Elliott waves crossing, MACD's crossing, stochastics extremely overbought now. See your weekly and your daily. There's your 4 hour coming up. So we can see here, you know, unless there's news again, stimulus doesn't go through, whatever the news, everything's pointing up. Once you had this move here, this candle too is a fake out candle. Usually hollow red candles are a move that the next move's up. It doesn't happen all the time, but we hugged all these moving averages and it held. So and you can see here, maybe you can see something drawing a line here. Now we're looking like it's looking like a rising wedge, but unless terrible news and we come all the way back here again and test this. So you can see how we can stay above on stochastics for a while. So it's looking very strong at this point. So, you know, that's where we stand. So that's it for now. Now, MUDAL is coming up too. Very nice move. TQQQ, you know, sideways trying to come up. TNA, really strong. SPXL, we're in the run here. FAS is coming up too. So these are getting a little bit extended, some of them. The VIX. Soxel, look at Soxel here. There's Soxel right here, like 210, 210-ish, all the way up to 280. I think the algos called this. Remember, I printed that, or I printed it. I put it on stock quits in my videos. Here's the VIX daily. So you have your 200 here, here's your 200 and your 50. We're caught in between this. So around this 30 level to like 25, back and forth we go. That's the VIX. UVXY is pretty much under 20, doing nothing. All right, some swing ideas. Remember, right, this top, extremely strong with the market. Look at this. This is a falling wedge. This runs very smooth, like line to line. Look, 20, 20 came up. You know, bounce back and forth. Today was an explosion up. Still way a lot of room to run to 2080 right here. Let me edit this here, this line here. I move this line. I'm not sure. Let me see here. There it is. I have to edit this. You want this line at 20. There you go, 2080. So it's just coming up at like 36 right now. And this makes big moves in this run up. This is starting a big move, you know, right here. You get this. It's above all the moving averages. Look at this. Hugged it. And this is great potential long here. MACD is decreasing. We have a crossover. It's looking very good on top. Here's Axel too. This is another one. All the way down. Find support. Take off. Look at that streaming stochastics. This is what you want. Straight green. There's no sell here. There's no sell at all. I might get a sell up here at 7. We'll see. So that's been very strong. JMIA. It's just trying to break out. This doesn't move big, but it's been moving. You can see stochastics moving up. And you have, you know, 10, 11, 50-day right here. If this really explodes. Here's Groupon. This came out of the wedge. You know, nothing today, not great volume. It's decreasing on MACD histogram. So this has potential. Looking for some other stocks. SWBI. There's your 100-day sliding out. 150-day held nicely. This came all the way up. Stochastics. You know, this made a move here. You know, 1458 to 1775. Now it's all the way up. Could it come back down or could it straight go across? We'll see if it still has legs. RSI is not up there fully, so I like it still. You get to look at different combinations of the technicals here. But OPK, I hate that. That's probably a misprint. Who does that? Oh, a bunch of idiots. This comes all the way out, throws off the chart now. I hate that. So this got the 450. There's your run. You have 3 here, 150 support, 150, and then it takes off. I don't like it up here from here, but it's a great run. You get in at 3. I called this, and it was a tremendous move. There's NK. This is another one. Trend line, you have 150 sliding up, trying to get back up right here. Win. You have 70 support, 70, 70, 70, and this comes right up. Starting to move on stochastics at 49 now. So this has been a really good run. Let me check some other stocks. Let me go back here and look. Look at some other plays. You won. Yeah, this came out. Big move here. Came back sideways. Has to get over this like 6 level. CPRI. There you go. I saw this on Twitter. A guy had this trader. Yeah, found support right at the 50-day. Oversold. Came up. Came up. Now it's above the 200. Really strong run. This is at 54. Still room to run on this and on RSI. And this might get back to 22 here. So that's looking good. RKT, Rocket, mortgage companies. This is coming back down. It's crossing over a little bit. Trying to think, what was the other IPO? Forget. Anyway, I forget. So take a look at some other plays. MRO, this is oil. A lot of these oil plays trying to move. It's a wedge. Frozen here. CSCO, Cisco Systems, this took a really big drop. It's starting to come up now. You can see here, had a back and forth stochastics now breaking out. Oxy, this doesn't move that much, but trying to move up. Run. X broke through. MU put in a big move today. Oh, that's another misprint. Oh, Jesus Christ. Rig's interesting for a penny stock. Wedge, falling wedge, very oversold here, trying to break up. BE2, see the lows keep getting higher. And the daily chart here, this is not bad, 2050, came back a little bit. Nice long. SLB came out of the wedge. Green, big candle on, Trump tweeted, then we came back today. It's very hard with these trades. You're getting 500-point moves each day. Someone's tweeting, someone's not tweeting. Ameren, classic inverse head and shoulder. Shoulder, head, shoulder, we take off. What else we got here? I think I had this one too. RMed penny play, really 30 cents, trying to come up here. Maybe we get to 50. There you go, PDD, falling wedge. Here's another one, classic move right here. It was oversold 27 now, stochastics. This is starting to make its move. Very good potential long here. After the nice run up near 100. Good potential long. CVE. Here's Kohl's. Kohl's is another one. Remember, he had this. Said 19. Fake. A lot of these fake out moves from yesterday. Now we're coming back up again. There it is. Still 32. We're trying to get to 2080 on stochastics. eBay. WDC. Just forming a wedge, IR, rising wedge. CGC, play. Going down the list here. Wow. ENPH, this took off from 70 to 109. What a move. XOP, OVV, MIK. EOG, what else we got here? OSTK is another one. Total head fakes in this. There's your wedge, falling wedge, made a move up, took everyone out. Look at this candle, then back, then another bearish candle, then we're like chopping, bearish candle, good candle, then we're just sort of going around, and a nice move here, then we don't break, another bearish candle, then we break today. They just put in so many head fakes. It was tough to get long. The only thing you see, the lows were getting higher. You got to play get stopped out, and It was a really good move. Tougher to trade though. EVFN coming up from oversold. FE trying to get into that gap. ST. AKBA doing nothing here. Might get to, 3+. All right, so that's pretty good. And okay, there's CPRI. Trying to see if the airlines move to the ALK. Some of the cyclicals here, COC. And there's your move again on stochastics. Some of these work very well, some better than others. You play low to high, low to high, low to high, low to high. There's your low again. Came out 12 and we're at 13.75. That's a nice $1.75 gain. For me, it could have been about $3 grand in what? 3, 6, so 8 days. There's your confirmation now. If this goes down, there's nothing you can do about it. After this play, it gapped up. This came out of it. We can see oversold here. And what I saw here was a double lower. You see the high getting lower each time very slightly. And then this 10 line was important. So it looks like we're trying to get above again. This 15 level, I would say, right here. Now it's getting oversold again, or overbought again. See, we're here in a 4 hour. See the 2 hour. It's the 1 hour. So I don't really like it up here, although if you keep going, there's your move. So your move was 11.20 right now to 13.80. There's RCL. CCL. CCL was a good one too. This came up. Yeah, it had this weird move, went all the way back down. And then we shot up again. So it's a lot of fake outs on these moves. Sometimes you gotta hold your breath. But if you're playing 20 to 80, you should be fine here. You gotta play it that way. There's NCLH too. This had this little hammer candle, then shot right up on a gap up. 16 hour, 1822, getting extended here. Your defend is trying to come up again. So there you have it. So, some of the swing plays, it's not that easy. What else? I'm trying to remember. PRTY. Okay, this is holding 250 well across now. This might start to come up now. Starting outside at 833 stochastics. This is very low. See the sideways now move? Or sideways, sideways. Starting to have divergence. So watch for PRTY to make a move up. You have a clear trend line up here. So that's it. Please subscribe and like the channel, and we will be back for more tomorrow. Peace.